Morning, folks. Results and roundup show for the weekend. Not much going on, as I'm sure you can guess. There are a few games, 6 in total, that were played. So we'll have a quick look at the Northern League. Just one game there. Everything else abandoned, and it's 5 points for an abandoned game in the Northern League. So just the one game, which was Lancaster and Fleetwood. Fleetwood batted first. There's no scorecard on, unfortunately, so I can't go through that. Fleetwood batted first, 90 for 8, which sort of sums up the kind of day it was, really. And Lancaster knocked them off 94 for 5. So points for Lancaster. So with all the abandonments, no changes at the top. Longridge and Netherfield 50, with Fulwood with 38 in third. Down at the bottom, Leyland didn't really cost them. They didn't really profit. They had their fixture last Monday, which was also rained off, so they already got their 6 for that. So, their 5 for that. So Leyland 12, Fleetwood 15, St Anne's 19. So Fleetwood are the big losers there because they didn't get anything at Lancaster. So 12, 15 and 19 for Leyland, Fleetwood and St Anne's. My game of the day, Longridge Netherfield, I was looking forward to that. That was abandoned, unfortunately. Palace Shield, they got 3 games on. Game of the day, Eccleston and Great Eccleston, that was abandoned. There were wins in the 3 games for Vernon Carus, quite convincingly. For Thornton Cleveland is in a tight game, and then also for Preston, for Penrith, who won by 10 wickets at Preston. No scorecard for that one. Preston 72 all out, Penrith 73 for none. Full points there. Thanks for coming. They're coming to a bit, Penrith here now. In the batting for Vernon Carus against Kirk, and Matthew Stevenson hit 104 not out of 70 balls, and that was that really. And then Jacob Holland also for Vernon's in the same game, 4 for 17. So that finished that off. That was a big win. Looking at the tables at the top, Vernon's got 47, Thornton Cleveland's got 40, and Penrith have got 38. And down at the bottom, South Shore on 8, Preston on 9, and Fylde on 10. Now, it's a bit odd in the Palace Shield. It's only 2 points for an abandoned game, whereas if you win, you can get 12. So that's quite a big difference, that. So it's looking, those 3 teams at the bottom, they're getting a bit cut off. There's 7 points to the next side, and I'd be worried for Preston there. Former Northern League powerhouse over the years, sliding down. It's not looking great for them. 9 points from the first 4 games. Up at the top, Penrith closing in. They had a poor start. They got hammered in the first game, but they've come to since, and they're marching up the table. That's half decent for them. I'd be interested to know who got the wickets. Without the scorecard, I don't know. I would guess if he was playing Asher Hart, will have got a bag full at Preston, I would have thought. But we'll see. Westmoreland League, just 2 games today. Wins for Sedgwick at Wharton, and also a fantastic win for Heysham at Westgate. It would have been very easy for both those. Now let's have a look at Sedgwick at Wharton. Aaron Lomas scored 73 not out for Sedgwick, and that was the key, really. Wharton's usually a nice place to go. It's a nice place to bat. They've done well to get the game on there. Sedgwick won the toss and chose to field, and Wharton 132 for 8 off 33 overs, and Sedgwick 134 for 5 off 30 overs with there. So they got on quite comfortably with Aaron Lomas open the batting, carrying his bat. He's a good bat, and they got there quite comfortably. So that's a good win for Sedgwick. And in the other game, Westgate versus Heysham, they've done well to get the game on, like I say, because it would have been easy for those 2 sides just to say, "Go on, let's have the 6 points each. Let's let everybody else. Let's not lose any ground on them in the table." But to their credit, Westgate, they like to go for it, and so they got the pitch ready because they're quite aggressive in the way they do things, and that's good. So they're keen to get the game on, to go for that win, to push their lead even further at the top. So they went for it. Fortunately, it backfired for them that day. Yesterday, unfortunately, So Westgate were all out for 80, having been stuck in by Heysham. And Heysham made the ground with the 81 for 6. Again, it scores that sort of illustrate what kind of day it was, really. So in that game, Sam Calverley for Heysham, he did the damage, 4 for 13. Good bowler, Sam. In fact, he's a good all-round cricketer, quiet lad, and it's a good performance, that 4 for 13. Although conditions will have been in his favour. Interesting to see there were 16 wickets in the day, and all but 2 of them were either LBW and bowled. And in the Westgate innings there was 4 LBWs, and in the Heysham innings there were 5. So the umpires have earned their corn there with that. They've probably got cold index fingers now, because usually they like to keep them in their pockets, I think. But so the fingers were out quite a lot there. 9 LBs in the game. And so that was a good performance there by Heysham. So looking at the top, I'm going to put Sedbergh top of the league, Sedbergh School, and they've got another game today. They've got 46 points. They're doing well, but ultimately for them, their points don't count. It counts for other teams, but they're only playing half a season, so I suppose we can gauge where they are when they finish their half season. But they've got 46, they're top. And then there's a right battle going on below them, because now Westgate have got 40. It's 6 points for an abandoned game in this, remember. Westgate have got 40. Heysham have got 40. Carnforth have got 38. Arnside have got 38. And Millthorpe are just behind them on 36. So that's really tight. I didn't think it was going to be that tight, but someone did say to me before the start of the season this could be the tightest and closest Westmoreland League for years. I hope so, and I hope that going into the last couple of games it's still as tight as this, because that'd be fantastic. And at the bottom now we've got problems here. Wharton have got 4. They got the game on yesterday and they didn't get anything. So they got 4 points. Burneside have got their first points of the season with their game being called off at home to Carnforth. They've got 6, and Bear have got 8. They've leapfrogged from next to bottom. So Wharton 4, Burneside 6, and Bear on 8. That's the bottom 3. There's a bit of a gap then, because Trimble are next on 15. So one of them bottom sides has got to put a performance in next week. We'll just have to see about that. So those are the results for today. We'll do a preview show again for Thursday for next week, and hopefully we'll have more to talk about. Just don't forget today, it's the Mailer Cup today. I'm just looking out the window and it looks all fine. 2 games that interest me today to see what the standing is between the 2 leagues. Penwitham host Westgate. Penwitham, the Palashillos, Westgate from the Westmoreland League. That's going to be interesting. And I also think that another interesting game, because of the resurgence a little bit here. Heysham are at home to Vernon Carus now. Vernon Carus, they're starting to run away with the Palashield, really. They look like they might be Northern League contenders. Be interesting for Heysham to see where they're at, if they can get a full side out. Nice sunny day down at Heysham. Great place to watch cricket. Let's see how they fare against Vernon, and hopefully both teams can be at full strength. Thanks for watching, guys.